Yes, welcome into Sportsbook. Betting Insight today, Pauly and Teddy. Wednesday, April 11th, final day of the regular season. We got a play-in game with Minnesota and Denver, and we'll get through all the scenarios and run them down too. We've never seen a season like this before, where so many seeds are undecided with one game left. And we'll turn the shot clock on about this buffoonery with Westbrook. There's actually a prop up offshore you can bet as well. Bad beats, bad bets, bad for the books. We start with a moose, vicious beat. If you had the under in the Brewers-Cardinals game, if you had the Brewers, or if you had Brewers run line, the Brewers blew it in the bottom of the ninth. They blew the save in the bottom of the 10th. And then the Cardinals hit a walk-off two-run shot in extras again to win 5-3, and it goes over 7.5.
Yeah, I mean, this is a legit moose. You can see the pick up there. This is brutal. It's 2-1 in the bottom of the ninth. All right, you're plus 1.5 and you got under. You're feeling pretty good. All right, you blow the save. It's 3-2 in the bottom of the 10th. You're still fine. The only way you can lose is not just blowing another save, but with a two-run walk-off. That's exactly what happened. Brutal for Brewers backers. My condolences if you had Milwaukee plus a run and a half or the under in that one.
Yes, all right, a couple bad bets. We'll get to look at this. 14-1, not even close. The Red Sox-Yankee game under from 7.5 down to 7, under minus 125. Some 6.5 showed. Mookie Betts went bananas. Red Sox win their 9th in a row. They win 14-1, and they bet against King Felix again. He pitched well the opening day against the Indians. It's been a struggle ever since. We told you on the show the velocity's been down big time, and they roughed him up.
Yeah, they sure did. Mookie Betts with the big game for Boston. Felix Hernandez didn't have much. They were betting on KC. I don't know if you want to be betting on KC a whole lot right now. Over probably would have been the smarter wager for the markets to go if they wanted to buck King Felix.
Bad for the books. Rough night for the shops. We'll get to the NBA in a second. Pirates Cubs over from 8-9 and a 40 cent move on the Phillies up to 210 against the Reds. 2 winners.
Yeah, Aaron Nola. If you haven't gotten notice already, Aaron Nola is going to be a pitcher that the wise guys love. The advanced metrics are there. The stats are there. The mainstream stats are there. The results are there. We saw a huge move on Philly last night, and obviously that cashed. I don't know if you're going to see Aaron Nola minus 170 against Cincinnati again. He's likely to be priced higher.
Yes. One correction. King Felix is actually okay in that game. 3 earned runs. The bad play was on the Royals in that one. The NBA Hornets from 6.5 down to 2. No Oladipo, no Bogdanovich, no Young. The Hornets run out the Pacers in that game. And then 76ers and Hawks. What's that? 11 of the last 13. 76ers have scored at least 115. 15 wins in a row. Doing this without Embiid. Over from 218 to 221.5.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is last night was a disaster, a flat-out disaster for sportsbooks who cater to NBA bettors because every big line move won. And these were big moves, all right? When we talk about the Hornets plus 6.5 down to plus 2, it was even shorter in some spots. Indiana didn't play anyone. The Hawks, 76ers over, cashes in. The Suns against Dallas. Phoenix already clinched the worst seed, and Dallas needed, or the Phoenix already clinched the most lottery, the most ping pong balls in the lottery, and Dallas needed to lose. The markets recognized that, and the money poured in on the Suns. They blew out the Mavs. And, what about Utah against Golden State? Golden State went through the motions on defense, but Utah got a pretty easy win, got a pretty easy cover, took a whole bunch of money, and, of course, they didn't have to use a whole lot of energy in that ballgame. We'll talk a little bit more about the Jazz later in the show. When it comes to big game breakdowns.
Yeah, I can sneak this one in too from Soccer Champions League. Second leg aggregate. Their worst loss in 60 matches. If you had Barcelona to advance or to win the Champions League, they were the co-favorites. They won the first leg 4-1. They got shut out 3-0. It's the third time in Champions League history that a team won the first leg by 3 goals or more and then lost. Last year it happened. Barcelona was down 4 goals and rallied to beat PSG. That's incredible. Roma was as high as 500-1 offshore to win this thing. They're in the semifinals now. And Man City got knocked out. Liverpool beat them a bit again. So we'll see 2 more matches coming up today. And you got Sevilla and also Juventus if they can shock the world as well. But that was horrible by Barcelona. They get beat 3-0. And an outstanding call on the final goal from Roma. as well. It's a play-in game tonight, the Wolves and the Nuggets, and we'll get to all the scenarios coming up on the final day of the regular season in the association on Sportsbit. Betting Insight today on SBRpicks.com.
Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the game.